So some of you are like overly critical of yourself at this time because there's something here that's coming back up, right? And you really feel drawn to do this, or you feel connected to something that you felt like you were done with or you let go of, okay? And I'm getting that this is a part of you. This has nothing to do with anybody else, but for some of you, the universe, like, you're still attracting certain things that reflect this energy. So past lovers, past friendships, certain things could be popping up because that energy is back, okay? So I'm getting that you are processing, like, this has come up so that you can process it in a new way. You really are criticizing yourself because you're like trying to hold it together and keep yourself from doing something that you feel like is wrong. Okay, I feel like you've learned many lessons in the past, or you've went through many trials and tribulations trying to figure out exactly what this is about you. Okay, because you have something about you. It's something about you that, like, you just don't know how to tame this beast. Like, it's something about you. It's something in you that, like, you've been trying to tame, trying to control it. After certain things has happened, that, like, certain consequences, maybe you've mishandled the energy, okay? But all along, you were just learning how to control yourself, okay? It's not about hating yourself or getting rid of anything. It's more so about transmuting and, like, improving, fixing what isn't working. I'm getting that you totally abandoned something that was really you. Like, it's you. You tried to, at least. You tried to abandon it. But it's always been, like, in the back of your mind. And, yeah, like with this device saying start charging, I'm getting, like, something is charging up within you. Like, you feel guided to do something. You feel pulled towards something. And it doesn't have to be a physical object. It could just be a path, like a certain, you feel pulled in a direction, okay? And I'm getting, like, to just allow, because the death card came out and the temperance, right? The death card is in reverse, though. So there's something here, like I said, you thought it was done. You thought something was over, but it's something that's like, it's something here that's like reincarnating is what I'm hearing. Like, it's popping back up, but in another way. It's not the same thing, okay? And that's what you're going to be realizing once you just let go of this overprotective energy, because I'm getting, like, it's almost like PTSD. Like, once you see one thing tied to that, you're like, oh, hell no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is almost like having that one ex that, you don't like. And if you run into somebody that reminds you of them in any kind of way, whether it's their skin color, how tall they are, just any little trait, you run the other way. But that person could really be totally different, and, like, you utilizing that energy in a way that could benefit you versus the other person who was utilizing it in another way. So I'm getting, trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself. Trust yourself to make the right decisions and to utilize your energy in the best way you know how. Because regardless, you can't be afraid to make mistakes, this part of life. As long as you live, you're going to do things that you didn't mean to do, or that, or you got the wrong idea about something and you tried it and, like, you found out that it wasn't what you thought. Like, that's just how shit works, You can't control everything. And, like, even the way I'm talking to you guys right now, you're going to perceive this the way that you're meant to. Like, I can't control your awakening, okay? All I can do is do my part. So I'm getting to, like, just do your best. Do your part. Like, make sure you're in alignment, okay? Make sure that you are listening to your intuition. And, like, all of this is an experience. We're all learning. That's what Earth is. That's what this shit is. Like, that's something you have to accept about it. Because if you try to be perfect, if you're trying to be God, you're not living life. Now, I do believe that God is within us and God is within everything. That's what allows the experience to be so high vibrational, and we're able to also be above our situation and manifest and, actually transmute energies. If we were only human and without God, then we would be powerless and basically in hell, okay? So all of this is also a state of being. So some humans are actually in hell because they are not accepting the power that they have, okay? So I say this to say that it takes balance to enjoy this experience, and not just enjoy it, but to just be in alignment, You're going to always have your ups and downs. Like, it's not going to be perfect. And the more you try to fight and resist one or the other, the harder it becomes. We must relax and learn to cooperate with the universe. Cooperate, okay? Allow God to work through you, and it becomes much easier. When you try to control everything based on how you think things should be, it becomes more complicated because you don't see the bigger picture. You're not God, but God is within you. So just tap into what you know, but you don't know everything. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to see everything, but you know enough. You're always equipped with enough to handle any situation, okay? So believe in yourself. The universe wouldn't have humans if the humans were all meant to be God. Like, you know what I mean? What are we here for if we're meant to be controlling everything? We have a protector. We have everything that we need at all times. We can relax. We can enjoy the moment and trust the process. Even if things seem scary in the moment, certain things get destroyed in that process, know that anything destroyed is either not meant to be there or it's going to come back better. And that's what I'm getting. Something here is coming back better. And you may be afraid of it because you're not believing in these miracles. You're not believing that, God is tied to everything, y'all. Like, nothing is like the devil. Everything that the devil has, God let him have it. This is not to be religious or anything, but this is to get my point across, okay? Like, the devil is still God's child. Even when you think you're doing something wrong or when something wrong is being done to you, it's all being used for a higher, something bigger is always happening that we are not able to see because, we're all in it. We're all humans and it's just that simple. We can't see everything. We can't control everything. We just have to just accept who we are and live, okay? So that's what I'm getting, y'all. Like, Spirit wants me to share the example of when I had to give birth to my first child, which I only have one child, but I'm just saying it really is a life-changing experience to really go through all of that pain and to know that it's natural. You have to humble yourself and really accept that, this is something you have to go through, but it's going to be better in the end. It's only going to make you stronger. Okay. So that could be a real message for some of you right now. Like, you could be really going through something that you feel like it's just dead as wrong. Okay. Or you feel like it shouldn't be a thing. Like, we shouldn't have to experience this, but it's just what you go through, And at the same time, while I was going through this experience, it wasn't really as painful as my mind could have made it. You know what I mean? It's really about your mind and what you focus on in the moment. Okay. But you can get through anything, okay? Because God is always with you. You're never alone. I'm also getting the example of Noah's Ark. Everybody was actually warned before this natural disaster came. But I'm getting that just because something comes doesn't mean it's bad. It's all happening for a bigger purpose. You just have to be equipped for it. You know what I mean? And sometimes you may feel like you weren't equipped or you didn't have what it took because you may have went through something that you didn't want to go through that was very traumatizing. But even through that experience, you are still strong. You're still healing. Trust yourself to heal. Okay, you're still going to get more of this situation. You think that it's the end of the road, but it's not. You're still healing and you're still becoming that person that's going to emerge from that experience. And it's going to be much greater than you thought, okay? So it's just allow something. Don't expect, don't force anything, but just allow and go towards what feels good, what feels right. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Trust yourself. Live your truth. And I'm getting to just follow your heart. If something doesn't feel right, just don't do it. It's that simple. Don't force yourself to do something that doesn't feel right, okay? And even when you agree to something, you can always say no. You don't have to, you're not stuck in anything is what I'm getting. You can try things and then let go and move on. But I'm also getting your protection is just being mindful of this whole experience, because once you lose yourself in it and you're just on autopilot, that's when certain things are happening to you. You start to feel like things are happening to you because you're on autopilot. But when you're mindful and you know that you come here for a reason, whatever you're doing is for a reason. Don't lose your intention. Don't lose yourself in anything. okay? That way, when something is starting to turn evil or something is not going the right way, you can actually step in and do what you can to fix it, or either release the situation versus feeling like you're a victim of it, okay? So that's what I'm getting, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Let me know if this message resonated with you guys in the comments, okay? And I will see you in the next reading, okay? Bye-bye.